mamas, how many times have you played smaller, dimmed your light, dulled your sparkle, pretend you didn't see, know, or feel something, and let the call of your intuition go straight to voicemail? Are you nodding your head? We've all been there. We know when we're denying and resisting, and ultimately making things more difficult for ourselves. The truth is that it takes a lot of effort and energy to maintain the farce that we can be something we are not, or that we can fix and control that which isn't ours to fix or control. And when we're out of alignment, we feel it in our bodies, in our energy, in our spirit, because that's the voice of our intuition jumping up and down, trying to get our attention. But there are definite ways we can quickly realign. Your intuition is your best friend. And like a true best friend, she isn't going to tell you everything you want to hear when you want to hear it, but she's got your best interest at heart, always. Even if you've felt disconnected from her lately, she's always accessible and awaiting you with open arms. Is it time to accept the call? That's what I want to talk to you about today. I'm calling this conversation Intuition Calling. Hi there, mamas. Welcome to the Intuitive Divorce Podcast. I'm Kristen Noel, certified divorce coach and creator of the Best Self Intuitive Divorce, a game-changing program that transforms the experience and outcomes of divorce, one mother at a time. I call it Divorcing Differently. I'm here each week bringing you a quick message to support, inspire, and empower you to achieve the outcomes you want for yourself and your kids. So let's dive into today's episode. Did you know that your intuition is dying to talk to you? As a matter of fact, she's jumping up and down, flailing her arms in front of your face, trying to get you to look her way. When you walk away, she sighs and begins strategizing on how to get your attention. This is where your body, mind, and spirit connection comes into play. And trust me, I know. She'll use whatever means possible to call to you. For example, emotional stress can manifest in physical form. For me, when I was in the throes of vulnerability and consumed with fear during a period in my divorce, my lower back completely gave out. I was literally laying on the kitchen floor with a sleeping child down the hall that I couldn't even get up to help if I needed to. It was terrifying and a real eye-opener. This was before I knew how to pay attention to the signs, but this was the beginning for me. When something aches, or you get derailed, or have a headache, or any ailment, or you feel cranky or like you're coming unraveled, ask it why it's here, what it wants you to see, what the message is that you've been overstepping. Remember, the body keeps the score. I don't believe that anything is random, ever. And the more that we can find a way to lean into our own intuition, to face the truth of what isn't working or feeling right, even if we've ignored it up until this moment, the better. This is the space where healing begins and new ways of being and new chapters are written. There are real things that you can do to support this. Number one, get yourself back to safety. We talk a lot about this in our program. The first step to healing is getting back into your body, calming your nervous system and grounding so you can feel safe. When you feel yourself slipping or being triggered, find ways to interrupt the pattern. This can be done with breath work, tapping, meditation, standing barefoot in the grass, movement, stillness, havening, etc. We want to get out of reactive mode before taking action or making decisions. Number two, stop looking outside of you. While you can be supported by books, programs, podcasts, friends, and professionals, etc., only you know what you want. Besides, you're the one who will have to live with your choices when all the dust settles and everyone else and their big opinions go home to their lives. This is your life. Live it according to your own inner compass. Number three, dare to ask yourself, what do I want? Seems simple enough, right? So simple, in fact, that we step right over it. When was the last time you explored that question, if ever? And for such a simple question, it actually packs quite a punch. If it feels uncomfortable or makes you feel uneasy, start with asking yourself, how do I want to feel? Allow that to guide you and spark some new thinking. Number 4, get quiet. Listen to the stillness and invoke awareness. When was the last time you sat in silence? The truth is that we stay in motion to avoid the truth of what we know. When we get quiet, we tune in. And when we tune in, we hear. Ask yourself, is this a pattern repeating itself? Is this the truth? Do I control this? Then follow up by asking yourself, okay, if this isn't mine to control, what can I control? And what can I do to shift it? Can you see how you might be spending more attention on resisting what you want rather than figuring out how to get there? Number 5, hone your truth. The bottom line is that the more we package ourselves to serve the needs of others or to show up in a way that we think others want and expect us to show up, the farther we get away from ourselves and the truth of who we are. The more we practice this, even unknowingly, the harder it is to find our way back. Self-sacrifice is betrayal when done for the wrong reasons. When we live a lie and when we perpetuate that lie, we dull our sparkle and joy. We lose pieces of ourselves. We don't recognize who we have become. We feel like a caged animal ready to explode. Yes, the truth will set you free, but first you must declare the truth to yourself and give yourself permission to honor it. Number 6, the 5-minute gift. I know you're busy. I know you have a lot on your plate. I know you're overwhelmed with decision-making, your job, running your household, showing up for your kids. But you have no idea how impactful 5 minutes can be for your health and well-being. When you catch yourself spiraling, step out of the chaos of the interaction, interrupt a pattern, avoid saying words you wish you hadn't, or taking regrettable action. Write a new script, a new way of being. Do you have a pattern you're aware of that plays out? Maybe it's something that happens or a reaction you have when you get triggered. What's your go-to setting that gets you in trouble? To counter this, take a proactive stance. Incorporate these breaks into your day, knowing they will serve you and keep you on track. Take 5 minutes to walk outside. Sit in the sun. Close your eyes and breathe. Doesn't it feel better just reading that? Your intuition is your best friend. And like a true best friend, she isn't going to tell you everything you want to hear when you want to hear it. We all want what we want when we want it. But tapping into your intuition is so much more than getting what you think you want. It's trusting the timing, believing in yourself, and knowing that everything is working out. And I know that isn't easy to swallow at first, especially for action takers who like to control all the chess pieces at any given point. But that strategy will only cause you suffering and deplete you. And that's the last thing you need right now. A big part of the reason you're here in the hot seat of divorce is because somewhere along the line, you dismissed your intuition. You denied the truth and stopped paying attention to what was unfolding around you and all the trickle-down consequences for you and your kids. But here's the good news. You can change that right now, right here, simply by having this conversation and bringing new awareness into your life. You've already taken that action step. You're here, leaning in, and your intuition is doing a happy dance. Living a life that is aligned with your intuition is one of so much more ease, comfort, and peace that cuts out the chaos. Isn't that what you want more of? That's what I thought. So go for it. It's there for the taking, Mama. Hey, I hear the phone ringing. It's for you. Thanks for listening to today's episode, but more importantly, for making this time for yourself. If you're a professional, independent mother facing off with divorce, struggling with your emotions, worried about your kids and your future, and want a better way to navigate it all, I've got 2 ways to completely change the trajectory of your divorce and your life starting today. The first is our free divorce workshop. In this training, you'll learn the 3 steps to get off the emotional roller coaster and take control of your divorce so you can save time, money, and heartache for you and your family. Simply go to intuitivedivorce.com/workshop. And the second way is to book a free strategy call with our team, where we'll dive into your situation your struggles, what you really want, and outline a path to get you there. For a short video and the booking link, go to intuitivedivorce.com/call. Check it out, and I'll see you inside. Now I have a favor to ask you, Mama. If you enjoyed this conversation and were inspired in your own divorce, please subscribe to this podcast so you don't miss future juicy talks. And I'd be so grateful if you'd leave a review so together we can help other mamas walking in the same shoes.